Hey guys, what's going on? Today's episode will be showing you about all the different classes that are available to you for free on D&D Beyond. Last time I went over how to make a character from scratch and the different races. So let's get started. First one up is Barbarian. Barbarians are tough, strong. They can go into a rage. As you can see here, this is basically the writers of this talking about some characters that are barbarians. They have primal instinct and are more with their senses than their logic. They live a life of danger, having the highest HP in the game, but by far taking the most amount of damage. This is the Barbarian Table. This tells you what you get at each level. At first level, you have Rage, an unarmored defense. When you use the Rage, you get incredibly angry and are just focused on one task. By clicking on this, you can see. You have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. And when you make a melee weapon attack using strength, you gain a bonus to the damage that increases as you gain levels as a barbarian, as shown as the rage damage column of the Barbarian Table. You also have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. What they mean is back up here, there's the rage damage column right here. And this also tells you over here how many times you can rage per level. At first level, it's only 2, but you get another use at 3rd level, and 6th level, and 12th level, and finally 17th level. At 20th level, it's just flat out unlimited. Unarmored defense basically makes it so that your AC isn't calculated by 10 plus dexterity modifier. It's now calculated by 10 plus dexterity modifier plus constitution modifier, as long as you aren't wearing any armor. At 2nd level, you get Reckless Attack, meaning anyone that attacks you has advantage on that attack. But in return, whenever you make an attack, you have advantage too. And Danger Sense. Danger Sense gives you advantage on dexterity saving throws against effects that you can see, such as traps and spells. Although you cannot benefit from it if you're blind, deafened, or incapacitated. Next one up at 3rd level is Primal Path. That's your archetype or subclass. I talked a bit about it last episode, but let's talk about it for all classes. First one up is Barbarian. Is Primal Path. For the free options, you only have Path of the Berserker. Starting at the 3rd level, when you rage, you can go into a frenzy. And if you do, you can make a single melee weapon attack as a bonus action on each of your turns after this one. When your rage ends, you suffer a level of exhaustion. Exhaustion's pretty devastating in this game. As you can see there on that table, the first one just gives you disadvantage on all ability checks, such as stealth, athletics, and the such. 2nd level halves your speed. 3rd one gives you disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. 4th one just straight up halves your hit points. And the 5th one reduces your speed to 0. You cannot move. And of course, the 6th one is death. Only way to get rid of that is by taking a long rest with proper food and water. So use this ability very caringly. Next one up is at 4th level, your ability score improvement. I fully explained this during the last episode, so please go watch that if you want to know what it does. Next one up is extra attack. Now you can attack twice ever since you hit 5th level, twice with one action, double the chaos. And you also get fast movement. While wearing no armor, your movement speed increases by 10 feet per turn, or 2 squares if you're using a grid. 6th is Path Feature. This is one of the abilities of your subclass. So if we go back down over here for Berserker, you get Mindless Rage. You can't be charmed or frightened while raging. And if you're charmed or frightened while you enter your rage, it's completely suspended until the rage ends. Next one up is Feral Instinct. Your instincts are so honed that you have advantage on initiative rolls. And if you are surprised at the beginning of combat, you can act normally on your first turn, but only if you enter a rage before doing anything else. Next one up is another ability score improvement. After that is Brutal Critical. So, beginning 9th level, you can re-roll 1 weapon damage die when determining the extra damage for a critical hit with a melee attack. To simplify this, whenever you roll a critical hit with a melee weapon, you can roll another one of the dice that you use normally for the critical hit. Going back up here. After 9th level is 10th level, where you get another path feature. This one for Berserker is Intimidating Presence. You can frighten someone with your menacing presence. When you do so, choose one creature within 30 feet of you. If it can see or hear you, it must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw. The DC is equal to 8 plus your proficiency bonus, which, if you paid attention, should be 4. So that so far is 12, plus your charisma modifier. Or be frightened of you until the end of your next turn. The frightened creatures have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while within line of sight of you, and cannot willingly move closer to you. You can use the action to extend the duration of this effect until the end of your next turn. The effect ends if they cannot see you anymore or move 60 or more feet away from you. And if they succeed the saving throw, you can't use that on them for another 24 hours. Next one up is Relentless Rage. If you would drop to 0 HP and don't die while raging, you can make a DC Constitution saving throw. If you succeed, you drop down to 1 hit point instead of 0. And each time you use this, the DC increases by 5. Once you finish a long or short rest, though, it resets back to 10. Next one up is another ability score improvement, and then after that, for 13th level, your brutal critical now allows you to roll an extra 2 of the dice. After that, you get another path feature. This one will be your final one. For our Berserkers, it's Retaliation. When you would take damage from a creature that's within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against that creature. After that comes Persistent Rage. Beginning at 15th level, your rage is so fierce that it ends early only if you fall unconscious or choose to end it. After that's another ability score improvement. After that is 3 dice for your Brutal Critical. And 18th level is Indomitable Might. Beginning at 18th level, if your total for a strength check, remember that's a d20 plus your strength modifier, is less than your strength score, you can use that score in place of the total. Next one up is your final ability score improvement. And then finally, Primal Champion. At 20th level, you embody the power of the wilds. Your strength and constitution scores increase by 4, and your maximum for those scores is now 24, allowing you to exceed the bounds of normal mortals. And that's Barbarian. Next one up is the Bard. Bards are known for their music and magic, and they learn from experience. So the first one up is their ability to cast spells. I told you a bit about that during my last episode. But they also get an ability called Bardic Inspiration. You can inspire others through your stirring words or music. To do so, you use a bonus action on your turn and choose a creature other than yourself within 60 feet that can hear you. The creature gains a Bardic Inspiration die, which starting out is a 6-sided die. Once in the next 10 minutes, it can roll the die and add it to an ability check, such as strength. Such as athletics, stealth, and such, an attack roll, or a saving throw. The creature can wait until after rolling the d20 for that before deciding to use the Bardic Inspiration, but before they say whether it succeeded or not. Once it's used, it's lost, and each person can only have one at a time. You can use this a feature up to a number of times equal to your Charisma modifier, a minimum of once. And you gain any uses that you lost during a long rest. This die becomes larger at 5th level, 10th level, and 15th level. At 2nd level, they gain ability, Jack of all trades. This gives you half your proficiency bonus to all skills, rounded down, that doesn't already include your proficiency bonus. They also get Song of Rest. At 2nd level, you can use soothing music to help revitalize your wounded allies. As long as anyone spent their hit dice during a short rest, they also regain another 1d6 hit points. This power increases at 9th level, 13th level, and 17th level. At 3rd level, you get a Bardic College. You delve into the advanced techniques of a Bard College. The free one currently is the College of Lore. But there, at the time of this being recorded, there is the Unearthed Arcana, which is the temporarily free subclass. This one is the College of Spirits. I'll be using Lore. So, next up would be the feature you get from it. So, Lore gives you cutting words. When a creature that you can see makes an ability check, an attack roll, or a damage roll, you can use your reaction to use one of your Bardic Inspirations, roll it, and reduce their total by that amount that you rolled. The creature is immune to this if it cannot hear you or cannot be charmed. You also gain proficiency with 3 skills of your choice. At 3rd level, you also gain expertise. You choose 2 skills that you're already proficient in. You double your proficiency with those. It's called expertise. Next one up's ability score improvement, and after that, your Bardic Inspiration turns into a D8, and you get the ability Font of Inspiration, which gives you all your Bardic Inspirations back at the end of a short rest instead of at the end of a long one. At 6th level, you start to get Counter Charm. You can use your action to stop your allies from being frightened or charmed, but it ends early if you're incapacitated or silenced. Or you end it. After that, you get another Bardic feature. For Lore, it's Additional Magical Secrets. You learn 2 spells of your choice from any class. Of course, you have to be able to cast these spells. So, no spells of 4th level or higher. After that, you don't get anything for 7th level except 4th level spells. Next one up is another ability score improvement. After that, at 9th level, your Song of Rest improves to a D8. At level 10, your Bardic Inspiration improves to a D10. You get another expertise and a Magical Secrets that allows you to learn 2 more spells. 11th, you only get 6th level spells, and for 12th, you get another ability score improvement. At 13th, your Song of Rest increases to a D10. At 14th, you get another Magical Secrets, another Bardic College feature. For Lore, that would mean Peerless Skill. Starting at 14th level, when you make an ability check, you can use one of your Bardic Inspiration dice, roll it, and add it to your ability check. After that, your Bardic Inspiration increases to a D12. 16th level, you gain an ability score improvement. 17th level, your Song of Rest increases to a D12. At 18th level, you get your final Magical Secrets. At 19th level, you get your final ability score improvement. And finally, at 20th level, you get Superior Inspiration. When you roll initiative and have no uses of Bardic Inspiration left, You regain 1 singular use. Next one up is Cleric. Clerics have the ability to cast their spells and a divine domain, their archetype. The only free one is Life Domain. You get these spells for free. You also gain proficiency with heavy armor. And your healing spells are more effective. When you choose a first level or higher healing spell, the creature regains hit points equal to 2 plus the spell's level. At second level, you gain a Channel Divinity. And for Life Domain, the Channel Divinity is Preserve Life. As an action, you can present your holy symbol and heal people within 30 feet of you with a total number of 5 times your cleric level divided between them. And their HP cannot reach over half of their maximum HP. You also get a feature from it. This, of course, is the Preserve Life I just said. Next one up is nothing, and after that is a fourth level. You get ability score improvement. At 5th level, you get the ability to destroy undead. Using your divine domain, you can turn the undead, forcing them to make a wisdom saving throw or be frightened of you. But but after 5th level, if the undead is half a CR or lower, that's the strength of the monster, it's instantly destroyed. This gets stronger as you leveled up. Level 8 is CR 1 or lower, level 11 is 2 or lower, level 14 is 3 or lower, and 17th is 4 or lower. Next one up, you get 6th level, you get to use your Channel Divinity twice, and a feature from your domain. For Life Domain, this is Blessed Healer. When you cast a first level or higher healing spell that restores hit points to a creature other than you, you regain hit points equal to 2 plus the spell's level. After that, for 7th level, there's nothing. 8th level gives you ability score improvement. Destroy Undead turns to a CR1, and another Divine Domain feature. This one's Divine Strike. On each of your turns, when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can cause it to do an extra 1d8 radiant damage, and it improves to 2d8 at 14th level or higher. Next one up is Divine Intervention. You can pray to your god, and you roll percentile, which is a D100. If the roll is the same level you are or lower, your DM will bestow upon you a miracle that similar to your domain. So, as with Life Domain, your DM will probably bestow upon you something that heals. 11th level, Destroy Undead turns to a CR2. At 12th level, you get an ability score improvement. At 13th level, you get nothing. At 14th level, you get Destroy Undead, CR3. 15th level, you get nothing. 16th level, you get another ability score improvement. 17th level, you get Destroy Undead, CR4, and a Divine Domain feature. For Life, that is Supreme Healing. When you would roll 1 or more dice to restore hit points with a spell, you instead use the highest number. For example, rolling 2d6 to heal a creature, you restore 12 instead. At 18th level, you get Channel Divinity. You get to use that 3 times now. 19th level, you get your final ability score improvement. And at 20th level, you get Divine Intervention Improvement. When you pray to your god for a miracle, it now cannot fail. It succeeds automatically, no roll required. And that's the first 3 classes. Barbarian, Bard, and Cleric. Artificer does not count because you do not get that for free on D&D Beyond. So, that's all for today. Next time I'll be going over Druid, Fighter, and Monk. I'll see you guys later. Bye.